Hey guys, what's up? It's the Flution with Mono Rockets here. Welcome back to another video. And guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the Cosmic Interceptor. This thing is actually huge. It is a very, very big rocket. It even has a 24-inch parachute. So if you guys enjoy me unboxing this, then be sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys never miss more rocket videos on my channel. I'm not really sure if I can call this an unboxing because it's all in a bag, but I'm going to call it that anyway. I'm first going to start off with these stats right here. So this thing is a solid 40.5 inches. And the diameter of the tube is 2 inches, which is about that much. That is a very, very big tube. So it weighs about 10 ounces, which is a lot for a rocket. Parachute recovery, and this thing can even take Pro Series engines, and then also can take a D, an E, and an E12. Although by the time that this was made, I'm pretty sure that the E9s are actually discontinued. This is a level 4 rocket, so be prepared for whatever daunting you put yourself under. But now let's get to the contents of the bag. I should also probably mention that this is an Estes rocket. I don't think I said anything about it. So the first thing we have is all of these giant body tubes. These are like decent in length. I don't even know if I can get it all on camera. And then my guess is that this tube right here is going to be cut in half to put on the actual rocket right here. That's the only use that I can see for that tube. I have no idea what this will be used for. And then this is the nose cone, which has a lot of detail in it. You can see like the window of the rocket and a ton of other stuff. So to any building this, I would highly recommend being very careful when you're sanding this down. The next thing that we have in the bag is the fins for this thing. And I'm assuming there's probably going to be a lot of these since this is a big rocket. So these appear to be the main fins. These are some kind of buildable tube, I'm guessing, to go around the edges. These two right here are perfectly identical, but then this one has some that these ones don't, which makes me think that it's kind of incomplete and then it just adds on. And then there's this little ring set. These, I'm guessing, are for the engine mount. And then all of this stuff, I have no clue. We also have these, which I'm guessing that these two rings are what go along here on the edge, maybe along the engine mount. Not 100% sure. But nevertheless, I think that they are pretty sick. Then we have the parachute. This is a massive parachute, a 24-inch parachute. It doesn't even have the Estes logo on it, and it's not a plastic one like Estes normally makes because of how big it is. It's actually threaded through. As I don't know if you guys can see like the thread in it, but it's very, very big. But this is what this rocket needs because it weighs almost 10 ounces, which is over half a pound. The next thing we have in this kit is we have some little rings in here and a super, super tiny tube. I have no clue what those are for. Probably something with the aesthetic of the actual rocket. And this rocket, unlike most, actually has a braided shock cord, which is very, very nice of Estes to include. But also, I think that they included it because it actually needs it. I mean, you saw how big this nose cone was. Look how big this nose cone is. This is absolutely huge. So obviously you're going to need a stronger shock cord, and also for the parachute. And when this thing ejects, it's going to eject out at a larger force because of the engine being bigger. So therefore it needs the braided cord. This is one of my favorite things in the bag. This right here is the decals. The sheer amount of decals for this rocket is actually insane. You're gonna have to cut every single one of these out, assuming that you want them all. And if you go with the original paint scheme, or if you do something on your own and you just still want to use the decals, you're gonna have to cut all of these out. And because it is a level 4 rocket, it has water-based decals, which means these are probably going to be a pain in the butt to put on, especially like these two small ones right here. I can't imagine putting those on. Because they're water decals, you have limited time, and it's going to be extra hard. Best of luck to any people putting these on. I'll experience it myself, but I haven't yet. So if you're getting ready to build one or you're thinking about buying one, just saying. And lastly, the only thing that I haven't pulled out of the bag is the instructions. So I guess we'll take a quick flip through them for those of you who are interested. Here on the front, this kind of gives you more of a sheer scale of how many things are actually in this kit. As you can see, all the parts range from A to HH, which the more complicated that you get with rockets, the more you're going to see them labeling things with double letters just because of how many parts there are. I actually haven't seen this before. This is really nice. Estes has included a chart with all the pieces, then the part number in case you need to get another one, and then how many there are in the kit total. Then there's the supplies you're going to need, obviously. Then this is the tube marker. I think this is also the tube marker. And then this is the center lining guide for the side fins. Then this is just explaining how to cut everything out, labeling the tube and all of that. Then this is talking about assembling all of the wings. However, it doesn't look to me like there's any sanding involved with the wings. I don't see any sanding, which actually is kind of concerning. I don't know if you're just supposed to not sand them. I would highly doubt that you wouldn't have to sand them. That seems absurd to me. Unless I'm missing it, I can't imagine that you wouldn't sand the fins. This up here looks sick. I'm excited to build that. I think that that'll be fun. The wings themselves look very interesting. I think that this is an easier rocket that has like the actual wing part. It's not a glider, but just like the way that the fins are formatted, I think it's easier than most just because there's no curvature to them. You don't have to like cut them apart and then like angle them together. And then for the most part, it's really just attaching them. And then here is actually like putting the entire rocket together. Then the launch procedures and all of that. Oh, this is going to be a sick rocket to build. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be building this on my channel. Yeah, I'm super stoked to build this rocket. If you guys are super stoked to see me build it, then be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to show me that you guys appreciate the rocket videos and that you enjoy watching them. But with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.